to a one-score game.
Hey, this is Ahman Green, Green Bay Packers all-time leader in rushing. Bill, the Packer fan, and Packer owner, Nick. They run a website for Packer news and updates, and I know Packer news hasn't been so great lately because we got some players that are not Packers anymore that you loved at one time, but you might hate a little bit right now.
2 great running backs. We have a competent offensive line.
He's saying that he felt in November and December that they didn't want him back.
Get a little safety in that position. Either we go.
There's no reason to believe we can't return, but.
And they already came out. There's a couple guys that came out and said that Rodgers is telling
solution of it, and don't let them go for anything under than 1.
And you know what, Packer fans? The Bears still suck. So go Pack Go, and good luck to Bill and Nick, their website and their Packer news. Talk to you later.
It's a lot easier to come in and skip doing mop-up duty, but he threw the ball. He kind of looked like Aaron Rodgers the way he was throwing the ball sidearm and just flicking the ribs, and the ball was just jumping out of his hands. Agreed.
Hey everybody, this is Gerhard de Beer, former Green Bay Packer offensive lineman, and you're watching Frozen Tundra Network with Bill the Packer fan and Packer owner Nick.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to Frozen Tundra Network. We are back.
That's right. We've been gone a while.
Your favorite show, the only show, the best show.
That's right.
News, highlights, and everything that you want tonight. It's been a few weeks. Tonight, we're going to go through everything, and I mean everything. We're going to talk about everything. And let's be clear, this is not the show
Good, Greg.
we're all going to agree with each other and just do these lame-ass takes. We're going to get down to it, you know. I don't like that shit, so let's get into it. First things first. First thing is first. We lost another game where we were right in the game at the end, and we couldn't finish the game the way that we wanted to. I mean, we're playing the worst team that I've ever seen other than the Bears last year. So what the hell happened, guys? We're playing the Denver Broncos. What happened?
The worst team in the NFL, too.
It's all our starts. Every start.
We got out-coached, and they had way more fucking heart.
Well, they're young, man. Look how many penalties, stupid penalties we got. I mean, we had Watson and Dobbs running the same route. They're running wrong routes and shit. They're young. It adds up. That's just, they're killing drives that way. I mean, they're young. I mean, it's going to take time.
Oh, growing pains, fellas, growing pains.
We do this. I mean, we got spoiled the first 2 games. It looked good, man. Don't get me wrong, man. They looked really good the first 2 games. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, and then they melt. They're not scoring in the first half. They're not scoring in the first half.
Do you think this week we'll actually get a touchdown in the first half?
I think so.
Possible?
You guys understand we haven't scored a touchdown since the opening game in the first half.
Right.
Since against the Bears. The Bears game was the only game we did that in.
I believe this is going to be a turnaround game for the Packers. I really do.
I hope so, man. I thought that was a get-right game against the weakest freaking team in the NFL, the Denver Broncos, bro.
Yeah, with how we've played the last few weeks, I don't have, this massive glaring faith that we're going to beat the Vikings.
Well,
the Vikings, it showed last week that they can at least adapt. Well, yeah. Floor's showing that this is my way. This is how we're doing it, and we're just going straight through, no matter if it works or not.
I don't even understand.
That's at least my take from all this. It's starting to rub me the wrong way.
It's super difficult to win games with the third worst rushing defense in the NFL. Here's what happens. We take the lead. We get back into the game, whatever it is, at the end of the game. We have the most points in the NFL in the second half on average. We have the most points in the entire NFL by more than 2 points per half. That's the second is the Dolphins. They're at 15.1. We're at 17.3.
Yeah.
What happens is when we get back into the game, if you can't stop the run, they're going to kill the clock. They're going to continue to get first downs. They're not giving the ball back. They're not giving us opportunities in any sort of way. It is so difficult to win a game like that. And not only that, when Matt LaFleur, something really, really, really bothered me about Matt LaFleur last game. It's 1st and 10. We're driving. We're on their side of the field. 1st and 10. We just ran with A.J. Dillon multiple times. He gashed him multiple times on this one drive. We do a reverse on 1st and 10 for -2 yards. We do a reverse. That is bad play calling. Why not on 1st and 10, hand the ball back off to A.J. Dillon so he can run it down their throat like he did that whole drive, make it so it's a 3rd and semi-long, maybe short, get it to a 2nd and short. You know what happened? It was 2nd and 12. We had a 3rd and long after that, and you're asking Jordan Love, his first year starting ever, to fix this nonsense all by himself. It's ridiculous.
Right, single-handedly with rookies and second-year receivers, like.
But that's not what's going on in the first half. The reason that we are losing in the second half is because our defense is tired from playing so much in the first half because the offense can't get going.
If you actually look at it, our defense have held our opponents to 20 points or under. Really, the defense, you should.
But
be
they're dead tired, man.
Right.
Oh, it's so frustrating, man. There's so many things going on. There's so many. It's not just one thing you can point at either. Right. But a lot of it is coaching. A lot of it is coaching, man. Honestly, I'm sorry.
I think that's bleeding through the rest of the roster. We've got way too talented a roster to be putting out this shit of product.
The floor is asking too much for these young fucking players, man. They are. He's got.
Yep. Okay, but what's the problem with simple tackling on the defense? For frick's sake. I mean, they're missing at least 10 tackles a freaking game on average, bro. It's ridiculous. Basic tackling, that is something that you teach. You're drilled. I don't understand why our guys suck at it so much.
I think it's because he doesn't spend the time fucking drilling them with it.
That's bad. We're 38.8 in tackling against the Broncos, and that was horrible, dude.
I just don't, man, there's so many things, bro. That's coaching. I mean, players being out of position. You know, Preston Smith on
running wrong routes.
Yeah, running wrong routes. These are, and then Jordan Love throwing into double coverage in that final interception, bro.
You see, you know, to me, I think it goes on to Goods how he's fucking how he's drafting these fucking players.
You never know. I mean, just because you guys beat the Niners don't mean. I mean, it's any given Sunday, guys. Any given Sunday.
So.
Who knows? It could have just been the Niners had a bad game.
I'm a true believer at this point that even with the 8th best passing defense that we have, that I feel like that's solely talent in that backfield. That's like 100% talent. This defense is not going to get to where it needs to be unless you fire Barry. That's all there is to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, he's not using personnel properly, man, at all. And they're not, and LaFleur is not having his team prepared for these contests.
Well, that's one of the problems. Bad coaching in the first half is why we get down so bad. Then you make adjustments and the second half gets better. Why don't you make the fucking adjustments before the game starts?
Whoa.
Not even if it's before the game starts. If after your first drive or even second drive, you see this shit's not working, maybe start tweaking some stuff in game and not just wait till you get to halftime and okay, now we'll fix it. You gotta have you gotta show something proactive instead of, hey, let's run the same thing we've been doing because I like it.
Well, we really got away from, I mean, with the Aaron Jones problems that we had first week, kills the Bears. All of a sudden, ever since that week, we've been tapering off of the Aaron Jones runs and the passes. It's like limiting him. And like, it is as good as I thought that A.J. Dillon did the last game.
He's getting better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He definitely got better.
Let me ask you guys this one. Do you think they showcased him a lot last week because of the trade deadline on Halloween? Do you think they're trying to move him? So they figured out, let's try to give him the ball a little bit more, get a little more filmed on him.
I don't know.
Honestly,
Robinson, that
he looked pretty impressive, though. He ran straight up the middle, like Nick said, that whole drive, man. He ran straight up the middle.
They just picked up that Robinson.
What's up, A-Dub?
He was a 1,000-yard rusher his rookie year.
Fellas.
He didn't even really have any runs last week, though, did he?
No, they didn't put him in.
No, he didn't play. No, but yeah, Dillon is running better, but still not up to what he was or what he could be. I mean, come on, man. Even with Jones there, I mean, I think that it gives him more competition. But
if we can get a third or a fourth, I'll take it. Fuck it. We got that Robinson.
This is a great question for Greg. Like he said, good point, Bill. Is there any players you guys would part with for more draft capital next season? I was actually talking to Rick Mott about this earlier, and really the only person that's really worth any type of value where you're going to get any type of return is Jared Alexander.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm about getting rid of. I'm saying adios.
Well,
I'm ready to say it too,
like
man.
we were talking about it. We were thinking maybe a first and a third this year, and give us a first and a second, or a first or a second next year.
Yeah.
To me,
If you look at that, if they gave us a first and a second this year, or no, a first and a third, we'd have 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and 2 thirds to build off of.
yeah, but
And some money, and the money too, right?
60 mil, right?
Yeah.
I think we'd end up kicking ourselves in the ass with that one.
But I only want to do it if we get a new coach.
As a GM, I say that would be a great trade. But like Ken, I'm a big Jared Alexander fan. Like him and
not even with me being a huge fan of him because he's one of my favorite players on the team.
Right.
But Eric Stokes is in no way reliable to get on the field either. So moving on from him and having to depend on the guy that played 4 or 6
we'll just draft somebody with one of those picks, bro. That's what we do. We draft first round draft picks. That's what we do.
There's no guarantee it's going to be a hit. How many fucking first round corners did we get that?
You guys don't think getting rid of Jair right now would be good? I mean, honestly, to me, this year, I think he's disappointed. I think he's disappointed this year.
For him, that'd be sweet because, like I said, you'd have 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and 2 thirds. You could build some shit real quick.
I don't know if I'd want to move from. I think it's too hard to get a lockdown corner. Yes, Rasul is playing absolutely outstanding. And
he was on roller skates when he played last. That's why he's out with his back. He was on roller skates, bro. Jair got burned bad.
Our weakest point on our defense is our secondary. So my point is, why give up the best player we have that's in our secondary?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not like just because we're not winning a Super Bowl this year.
Who is our best? Somebody tell me the stats this year. Who's our best secondary player? I bet it's Rudy Ford.
No, right now it's Sewell.
It's Rasul Douglas.
Ford right now in PFF for DBs.
There you go. All right, he's worthy. He's playing these balls out. I got no complaints with Rasul. But I mean, honestly, bro, week 1, Jair missed. He had Fields dead to rights on a sack. He missed it. He got burned. Week 2, he dropped a pick 6. And then week 3 and 4, he didn't even play. He comes in for week 5 and he's on skates and then he's out again. I mean, come on, man. I'm so tired of it.
He's had its problems and stuff, but another huge problem that we're facing is every game we're shooting ourselves in the foot. So Jordan Love takes off to make it a short third down. He takes off running. We were just about in field goal range. And what happens? There's a holding call on Jenkins that brings us to 3rd and 20. That is like the game was in our hands right there. And Jenkins gets a holding penalty, and that destroyed us. Now, look, should Jordan Love have thrown the ball in double coverage? No. But I kind of get why he panicked and tried to throw the deep ball because it's like it's 3rd and 20. The game's on the line. It's like you got to do something, right? Now,
I think he was trying the whole Aaron Rodgers. If I throw the ball to him, he's either going to catch it or draw a pass interference. And because of it being a younger guy, he didn't fight back for it.
The week before that, he did the damn same fucking thing.
But see, last week, though, Matt LaFleur's post-game conference with the media, he said that he called for that play.
Yeah.
It was on him. So
no, that was though. You seen him look it over. He looked over at Watson and told Watson at the start of that. He looked it over to him.
Here's the thing. Well, my perspective and opinion is he throws those deep balls in the hopes of believing that his young receivers are going to be much more aggressive enough to play physical in their coverages. Like they'll fight for those deep balls and go out and get them. That's what he believes they can actually do when it comes to throwing in their way, and they're not there yet. Like, if there's anything I keep saying about this receiving core is that it's going to take time for them to even develop and get the chemistry and connection down with Love, given the fact that we don't have no established veteran presence in that receiving core to work with right now.
Yeah, do you know how many?
Like
years,
everybody's on a learning curve along with Love right now.
Yeah. Right. And almost like you get younger to row so much. You know?
Our most experienced starting receiver right now. Do you know what year he's in? He's in year 2.
Yeah, 2. I was gonna say.
We got Dobbs year 2. We got Watson year 2. I would say Watson's 0.75 years.
You know what thing about it is like look at Wicks. Look at Wicks. He's been getting open a lot. They just can't find him.
Done very well. I agree. But another guy, Musgrave, he's a rookie like we have. Kraft is a rookie. So So Jordan Love, you're asking him to make wine out of water when he's throwing to the youngest team in the NFL, the youngest receiving core in the NFL. Everything is. I hate when the fingers being pointed directly at Jordan Love because there's so much you can say that he should have done better, but there's so much around him that's going wrong that you can't just automatically expect him to fix it.
The Raider game, our offensive line just let him get crucified. He couldn't drop back. And I don't understand why we didn't adjust and make one. Do we not have a shotgun in our offensive arsenal?
Yeah. That's what I was about to make the point of.
I mean, honestly, man. I mean, they did nothing to help Jordan Love out. I mean, you got to help your quarterback out when the pass rush is crucifying him. Go to a shotgun, give him a chance to already be 5 yards in the backfield so he can survey the field and get a clean line to throw. Come on, man.
Yeah. I want to know why the hell we're not spreading it out a little bit more and making these reads easier for Love. Yes, he knows this offense and all that, but give him some time to get there.
Yeah, and I was going to also say another thing you can do to beat out this pressure and pass rush is have an established run game too, because that's what our offense has mostly been predicated on, us being able to run the football.
But you know what sucks though? We're running the football. We're running that fucking line. Our fucking Myers, our center, is a piece of shit that fucking can't fucking run block. He's fucking horrible.
No, I brought up the reverse. I brought up the reverse on 1st and 10 because of that.
Our center,
once we establish the run, it doesn't matter because LaFleur decides he wants to gadget play all of a sudden. He decides he wants to do now look, Wicks threw the ball and it was completed, right? Okay, but still, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, we're playing very normal, good football in the second half. We're driving down the field. We're doing normal things. And all of a sudden, you want to pull random shit out of the playbook with the least experienced fucking team I've ever seen. It's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ask them to do trick plays when they're having trouble just running the damn offense, bro.
What it comes down to.
I think you guys should trade A.J. Dillon.
What it came down to me is that you're just trying to be more creative at the playbook is what I'm thinking.
So look, we can't trade A.J. Dillon because Aaron Jones can't be trusted to stay on the field. So if we trade A.J. Dillon, we'll have to go with Wilson. And I'm not like crazy opposed with Wilson, but that's a bad idea now.
We picked up that one guy, Robinson. He's actually pretty damn good. He had 1,000-yard rushing in the NFL already.
I mean, you could pick up a James Robinson. He would be a
decent
addition.
You don't trade your second best running back to insert question marks halfway through the season. That does not ever work out how it should, or how you would think it would.
But at the same time, you got to think about it, Nick. Isn't it Nick I'm talking to?
Yeah.
At the same time, you got to get something for AJ. AJ is pretty decent for you guys.
We don't have to get something for AJ because Aaron Jones might not be here that much longer.
Yeah, but AJ might not be there much longer.
Aaron Jones cap hit next year is actually a little over $17 million.
So with Aaron Jones's contract about to be up pretty soon, AJ Dillon is then the next man to be the workhorse. So
be up too, dude.
No, that doesn't make any sense to me to trade AJ Dillon at this point. That wouldn't make any sense.
I honestly don't see us re-signing him.
Where you're coming from with Aaron Jones.
No, we're talking about the Packers. They're going to sit on everybody. They ain't doing shit.
I don't want to get rid.
You got that right, John.
Asset, and AJ and Aaron and Dillon is a good asset for you guys.
Good's gonna be sitting on his fingers, man, because he ain't doing nothing. He ain't trading nobody. He ain't gonna bring in nobody.
I would have thought we'd at least went for a wide receiver somewhere, a veteran wide receiver.
Look. Here's the answer. Here's the rational and logical answer. We continue what we're doing right now. We see how we finish the season at the end. See if there's enough development that it makes sense where we just keep going. Next year, they're going to be older. We're going to be an older team. We're going to have more development. You keep going because right now, when you have the youngest team in the league, it doesn't make sense to just blow it up right away. You got to see.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, it's too early, bro. I'm not saying that.
Now,
okay, guys.
the only reason why people are saying trade Jared
as a person who's going to sit here and tell you the truth.
So the only reason why people are talking about trading Jared Alexander as opposed to everyone else, right?
He doesn't
the reason
have
why Jared Alexander's name comes up is because how old is Jared Alexander at this point? Jared Alexander is 26. That's still pretty young.
24, 25. You want to trade him? He's your premier defensive player.
But he's the only player that's really worth a good value.
I thought 26.
He's 26. So he's the only name that's really being brought up because he's been at Green Bay longer than almost everybody at this point. Not named like backyard and shit, right? And he's getting injured recently.
Player. I wouldn't trade him.
I would.
So
if you guys say you're going to trade him, you're saying you're willing to.
So let me say what
I'm not saying we give him away, bro. We're going to trade him for something.
Hold on. The reason why he's being brought up is just like Bill said. He's the only person
hold on, Winkle Dick.
right now. What? So look. Anyways, so look. He's the only player right now that we have worth any value to trade at this point. Something valuable. Now, is he necessarily incorporated in the new scheme, the new defense that we have with the newer guys that we brought in? Not necessarily. He's almost on an island by himself at this point. So when you're doing everything brand new and you're the youngest team in the league, he is the obvious focal point to point at and say, hey, we should trade him, revamp defense again. That's why his name's being brought up, right?
Retool it real quick, man.
Exactly.
You'd have 2 firsts, 2 seconds, 2 thirds.
You got Valentine, you got Stokes, who may never play again. I'm just saying theoretically.
You got Douglas.
You got Russell.
And with just the right amount of veteran mix, it's somewhere in here on both sides of the ball, man. We would be.
I could agree with you guys. Like I'm not sitting here saying I can't agree with you. I could agree with you.
You got to look at it as a GM aspect, not a fan.
Wait a minute. I don't know what his name is.
I don't know about Harris. I mean,
I didn't hear about Najee Harris. I did not hear that one.
I don't know if maybe. I mean, he's a bruiser.
I think to be a wide receiver more than
it would have to be a swap with A.J. Dillon.
At cornerback, I could agree with you guys.
So after talking about all this Jared Alexander stuff, let's talk about the elephant in the room: the Packers versus the Vikings Sunday.
Oh, it's coming. Let's go.
You guys ain't gonna beat us.
John Dorn, would you like to comment on that, sir?
Yeah, we're definitely going to beat you guys, man. You're on our turf.
Okay, and realize
you ain't playing no goddamn dome.
One at a time, bud. Go ahead, John.
You ain't playing no goddamn dome. You're playing on our turf. It's a little slippery. It's going to be about 40 degrees. Yeah. And this is our comeback fucking game right here.
Oh, we get a surprise guest.
Kenny Clark owns pretty much Bradbury, man. Your center is going to be fucking on his ass a lot.
So Winkleman, let me ask you a question real quick, Winkleman. Did you say that there's no way
Kenny Clark get that dude?
What?
Did you say that?
What?
Did you also say that there's no way the Buccaneers would beat the Vikings?
I was thinking that myself. I ain't gonna lie.
Did you guys also say that there was no way that the Bears would have a chance against the Vikings, and you guys barely?
Nick, did he say that the Packers had no chance?
Yes.
Oh, well, I want to be first to say that. I don't second that motion.
It hasn't changed.
I want to be first to say that. Hey Nick, I want to be first to say that. Let me go on record and just get my little shit out the way.
To the Panthers, the Vikings almost lost to the Panthers. Don't forget that.
I don't know about that.
So look, Jamez wants to give his piece real quick because he's saying he doesn't agree with Winkleman.
I don't agree with you either.
Now this is the thing. If the Packers secondary was intact, if the Packers were more healthy, I would have this at a complete 50-50 game. But I've still only got it about a 60-40 the Vikings way right now. That's just because of the depth, and we are pretty healthy. But this still is a division game, and it's hard to win in Lambeau, bro. It's hard to win in Lambeau.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold. It's not gonna be
I'm picking Green Bay. I'm picking
the fact. I'm picking the Vikings.
See, he said the Packers. You heard the man.
Yep.
I'm picking the Vikings.
I'm picking I'm biased. I'm picking Green Bay.
Why.
I think
and-
you see it all the time. Like
opinion.
it's the hardest thing in the NFL to do is be
Well,
consistent. And the Vikings are not.
We got some feedback or something.
If the Vikings were, are you getting feedback from me?
One
No, I
second,
don't
guys.
hear
Let
no
me
feedback.
talk. Okay, you ready?
No. We're waiting for the feedback. So the hardest thing to do in the NFL is be consistent. If the Vikings that showed up against the 49ers, if they showed up like that every week, they're a top 3, top 4 team in the league.
110% correct. But
I do not believe they will be that
in that
team
game.
week in and week out. I think the Vikings are playing a little bit better than they really are right now. I think the Packers are playing a little worse than they are right now. I think Green Bay is due for a win.
Let me talk, dude.
And I think
Let me talk.
bro, shush. I think I've got Green Bay. I think it's in Green Bay. I know Green Bay's beat up. I think Minnesota's coming off a big emotional win. I think Green Bay's had their teeth kicked in and lost to Denver. I think they're going to come back with a vengeance. Just how I had the Patriots beating Buffalo last week. No one saw that coming. I think Green Bay gets the win this week. I think Jordan Love plays a lot better.
Let me talk.
Dude.
Let me talk.
Who is that? Is that Wilkerman? Can someone boot him?
What's up,
Can someone
guys?
mute him? Wilkerman, shush. So that's why I put me down for Green Bay. It's in Lambeau. If it was in Minnesota, different story. But
yeah,
division
I'm still
games
wondering where
are
that feedback's coming from.
That's all right.
division games are tough.
Division games are tough, and kind of like last year.
Yeah, I
where
don't
the
hear it
Vikings-
anymore. It sounds pretty clear now. Hey, I agree with a couple of Hubert's points, but I'm gonna let somebody else go in. Let Robert or somebody else take this one. Robert, what's up, Bertano? What you think about this, man? About this border battle?
About the Viking game? Yeah. Look, you guys got up last week. You got up. I get it. We're coming on 3 in a row. We ain't making it 4. We already lost 1 at home. I mean, I would feel more confident if our offense was doing much better in the first half. Honestly, we played like 5 games where we've only been successful once in the first quarter, and that was against the Bears. So, I mean, the setting the tone is I think a big part of the game. I think it's a big part of the game. What's that?
You calling us the Fool's Gold Packers at the beginning of the
Bro, I'm saying that's how we've been playing, though. That's how we've been playing. Honestly.
Man.
Can someone let me speak?
This is where I agree with Hubert. This is on the road. And it's traditional Viking shit. It's traditional Viking shit, bro, that after a good win like this, that they underperform the next goddamn week. But what I will say is that this defense, man, they're starting to gel they're starting to take into this Brian Flores effect. But I just don't know what kind of offense and the Kirk Cousins I'm gonna get. We lead the league in turnovers right now. So if we come in there turning the ball over, that shit can get hit. We got to come, and then we blitz a lot. I'm wondering how that Packers offensive line is going to look. I know they haven't been looking like themselves the last couple of weeks.
But Jamez, it's not even a Viking thing. It's outside of like the top tier, the top 6 or 7 teams. Any team that comes off a big emotional win, like whatever it is, a big rival, a game on the road, a game that no one expected you to win, and everyone picked the 49ers. It's just history that most of the time that team often gets upset the next week. It's not a Viking thing. It's an NFL thing. Can someone let me speak?
Okay, I'll buy that. I'll buy
Please, that. Let me speak.
And also,
Winkleman, can you report this? I'm about to say, okay, I'm about to tell you.
Yeah.
Can someone let me speak? I'm Winkleman. I need to speak.
That motherfucker said, "Let me talk." That was crazy, man. But yeah, it should be an interesting game, man.
So, Tom, what's your predictions?
I'm terrible with scores. I'm terrible with scores. I just think I give me Green Bay. I think Green Bay wins. I know they're a lot more beat up, but the Vikings still don't have Jefferson. I think. I know I'm not discrediting the Vikings. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit worried about the Vikings. I've been a little bit worried about them all year. I'm like, damn, if they get hot, they can kind of beat anyone, right?
They lean on Hockenson, boy, big time.
But I'm picking for this week. It's in Lambeau. It's just minutes. Green Bay's on Green Bay needs a win bad, and I think they bounce back.
Go ahead, A-Dub. Go ahead.
And I was also going to say another problem I see Another problem I see standing out with Minnesota that seems to stand out so much is that someone already called it best. If there's one thing Vikings do that seems to be a crazy habit is they tend to play down to their competition a lot.
Oh, I thought you were going to say about them wearing purple. Sorry, carry on.
I don't really necessarily like.
It was about them.
You basically just said we suck and they're going to play down to our sucky levels. What you just said.
Pretty much.
We are sucking pretty bad the last couple of weeks.
I mean, hold on. Minnesota is only half a game ahead of you guys, right?
Sorry, but that seems to be a pattern.
I think so. Yeah,
they're half a game ahead of you.
Just one game.
Right.
And outside of it's half a game because the Packers have played one less game, so it's half a game. And outside of that 49ers win, the Vikings have beaten the Panthers and the Bears. So it's not like the Vikings are a far superior team to the Packers. I don't buy that.
All right, Winkleman's been waiting.
I like that.
Let's hear his take. So Winkleman, how are you beating the Packers Sunday? How are you beating the Packers Sunday? Let's hear it. Break it down for us.
Please give this motherfucker a full 60 seconds.
You
guys need to let me
speak. You don't got team that's good enough to beat our pass rush.
Just let me speak.
Pass rush on offense, dude.
Can I just speak for 1 second?
Go ahead. We get the first pass rush.
No, he's asking up there. We're asking Winkleman. Go ahead and just tell why you think the Vikings are going to win.
Kirsten Darrisaw is already rated number 1 at that.
Can someone help me?
At pass rush. Now Brian O'Neill. I mean, Brian O'Neill.
I've fallen over.
In the Lions.
I'm on the ground. I fell over.
I like it.
I need help getting up.
Now
please.
keep talking about our offensive line.
Bradbury, you'll be on his ass.
Bradbury, yeah. Where is he ranked number 1? Where is he ranked?
He doesn't show up when Penny Clark's there.
Where is he ranked?
Throws him on his ass all the time.
Talk.
Yeah,
Where's
he's gonna have a handful of Penny Clark.
I don't think Bradbury's the number 1 rated center on PFF. I know that they said a stat that he's played the most snaps without giving out a pressure. I saw that, but I don't think they said he's their top rated center.
Yeah. Keep talking. Keep talking. Yeah. Huber's right.
So let me ask you this: what is Dean Lowry going to come in and say?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! You guys talking about defense? Okay, so who do you have?
Right.
Bill the Packer fan.
Jordan Love.
Bill the Packer fan. I've literally tagged you in every one of our defensive posts. Okay. So you obviously know.
Damn, Bill, you haven't been reading up on your Viking defensive posts.
That Hunter is where according to the NFL and rankings in sacks.
So do you know where Bradbury is?
Yeah, he's number 1 for sacks.
Nick's got it. Nick looked it up. Nick, where is Bradbury ranked? PFF overall.
I'm not talking about Bradbury.
Bradbury
now I'm
is
talking
17.
about Hunter, Daniel Hunter.
I know, but
below
you said,
he's below
Bradbury's
average.
number 1 in the league. He's ranked 17th in PFF. Do you know what? Josh Myers is ranked 11th in the league.
Which Nick, 17 is below average. That's below average. 16
But how? 1 second. You want to sit here and talk about that? But and 100 pressures.
Bradbury is
over
ranked
100
lower than
pressures.
Josh
Bradbury's where?
Man, Josh Myers sucks.
Josh Myers sucks. I mean, Bradbury gets 0 pressures and 100 pressures.
But one thing about
100
snaps.
Yeah, but that must mean he's doing terrible in the running game.
How many does Josh Myers get?
Run blocking, he sucks.
Did you say 100 snaps? They've played 7 games. He's played well over 100 snaps.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I think he's been injured
and so didn't Bradbury. But Bradbury played over 100 snaps and got 0.
That's like
pressures,
2 games worth, right?
Where
a team plays 60 to 80 snaps a game.
I'm listening.
I think you've taken over 100 shots at this point because nothing you have said has made any sense.
What he's trying to do is if you throw shit at the wall,
you understand who I am, right, man?
We know.
Let me tell you how the Vikings win.
You understand who I am, right? I'm doing what I'm doing.
The way that the Vikings win.
Are you saying you know who I am? So we should expect you to have me 100 shots in on a Friday night?
Exactly.
The way that the Vikings win this game, it's going to be two people. It's not going to be Kirk Cousins. It'll be Addison and it'll be Hawkinson.
You actually know the troll you're talking to is right, man.
Hawkinson for sure. It's going to be
Don't rely on Madison to have an amazing game against anybody. I don't care if it's against Green Bay's horrible run defense.
Okay,
I don't care if it's against a fucking
I don't
CFL,
care about
okay?
Madison.
So
let's bring an Akers
can't
who
rely
won a Super
on
Bowl.
Madison to have this amazing game. So that's why I'm saying it's got to be Addison and it's got to be Hawkinson are going to be the two main reasons that they win. It's got to be through that passing game. There you go.
Is Jay been practicing?
That's a huge if. I'm telling you.
It's a huge if.
Has Jay been practicing
I
this
think
week?
Hawkinson's going to be the one to do damage.
Yeah. I see
Jay Alexander was
Hawk tearing our defense apart. That's who I worry about.
Let's see. 4 hours ago, it says Jay Alexander. Yep, he's questionable.
But did he practice today? Do we know?
Yeah, but
he did limited.
Yeah, he did.
How much are we paying him to sit on the bench? How much are we paying him? I just want to know. Anybody?
He's practicing.
Fucking
practiced
unbelievable.
numerous times in the last few weeks, has not played. So to me, that's nothing. And as far
Gotcha.
as most of the week, he was limited participation.
Gotcha.
So, Jay Alexander and Musgrave both practiced on today.
Yeah.
Full practice, not limited.
Yeah,
And that was a cheap shot. You guys see that cheap shot that Musgrave took?
That was a horrible hit.
Yeah, they fined the hell out of that dude for that. They gave him 4 games, but they knocked it down to 2.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
Alexander was limited practice. Musgrave.
It's in the heat of the battle. I mean, he shouldn't get 4 games, but he should be acknowledged. That was a bad hit, bro. You took a cheap shot. You got 2 games, and leave it at that. It's on his record now. He does it again. It'll repeat offender too.
I think
he's a repeat offender too.
That's the issue. Yeah, he has done it before.
Yeah, I think this was his second time he got the suspension. Yep, exactly. Guys, how many touchdowns is Green Bay going to win by Sunday?
Yeah.
I got 38.
I've got this game 26-20 Vikings. 26-20 Vikings.
Washington's gonna have a big game.
With you. What comments on that?
26 is an odd score.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did that. There's gonna be a couple of field goals in there. Hey, Hubert, you have to account into the fact that my kicker is known to miss an extra point here or there.
3 touchdowns. 2 field goals, but a missed extra point.
I got 23. Green Bay 23. Vikings 16. Green Bay 23, Vikings 16, and Kirk fucks it up at the end when they need him to throw a touchdown.
Ooh. There you go.
I'm going to say 24-21 with Green Bay, and I'll piggyback off of your Kurt fucking it up that it's going to be Sewell that takes it from them.
There you go.
Nice.
So
What's up, John Sullivan? How you doing, buddy? So what's your thoughts on Sunday's game? Who you got winning and what's your score?
I got the Green Bay Packers winning 30-27.
Woo!
You got the
Man,
Packers.
I don't know if we can score 30 fucking points.
Wait. Say that again, buddy.
He said he doesn't think Green Bay can score that many points.
Uh-oh.
No, but Sully calls it as he sees it.
Both defenses underperform. If both defenses underperform, this could become a shootout. This could be a 30-something to 30-something game. This could be a total 60-point game.
It's going to be if the Packers
I know one thing about Jordan Love.
not.
Do you know who's been the best offensive player for the Packers this year so far? It's been our kicker, Anderson.
Yeah, you got it, bro. Hey, I'll be wearing that bag next week, Nick.
Yep. Next week, tune in because Robert Bertan will be wearing a bag on his head thanks to the bet that I made with him.
You fucking dick.
Nick
crushing me into you fucking dick.
Oh, there we go.
Don't worry, Nick. I got you, bro. I'll be wearing my bag next week.
I just want you guys.
Hey, Nick.
Win, they lose.
Hey, Nick. How do you feel about the Packer fans that these fucking fairweathers that keep calling for Clifford to start over Jordan Love already?
Bro, those are some ball sack sucking fans. That's what those are.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing ever. I think it is the
Fucking
dumbest
bitches
thing
don't know shit.
ever.
It is bullshit, man. It's bullshit.
Here's the thing that bothers me about it is Jordan Love at times, and I feel like there's been a lot of times actually so far that you can say Jordan Love has shown that he can be the quarterback. He has. Although there has been a lot of mistakes, blunders, there's been a lot of shitty times that he's had too. He's had really bad games. I understand that part of it. But if I take 50% of the season that's been good, I can look at parts of the season where I'm like, dude, this dude can actually be a good quarterback at some point. That's why I don't believe that this whole Clifford thing should ever happen. It's such a.
I want to see what he does for full season and then evaluate how he's the whole season.
Yeah, we can't go off of 5 games, 6 games.
It'd be one thing Love gets knocked out for a game, Clifford comes in and just lights the sumbitch up. Then maybe I'd think about it at that point. But until you get anywhere near that, I think Love's way better.
This is one thing I think about it, Ken. Go ahead.
Jordan Love is in a learning process. He's in the learning process.
Either
he's going to make it or break it. It's going to be either or.
But you can't break him right now. You can't break him because of his first 6 games. That is ridiculous.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah, you would fuck his psyche up. Go ahead, A-Dub.
I don't know. I think it's going to be a closer to any game than you guys think. I think the Packers are going to win probably by 3.
And that's what I'm thinking.
It's going to be a closer game. We're going to give them a lead, and then we're going to. I think Jordan Love plays better with the lead. He beats the other team. That's why he sucks in the first tackle.
Is Aaron Jones playing?
What was that?
Is Aaron Jones playing?
He's supposed to.
Yeah, supposedly, this is as good as he's felt since week 1, but take that with a grain of salt.
Well, it's also is LaFleur going to run him? You know,
that's our
you got a horse in the stable that can really run. Let's run him.
You only want him out there for like 6 plays. Keep the defense guessing.
Yeah. Because Matt LaFleur got to get ready.
Hey, Nick, I got a question. What do you think of the Vikings defense this year?
And about
it's getting better. Every year it's getting better and better. It seems like every game.
What's that, What'd you say?
It just blitzes a lot.
I still say the Minnesota Vikings defense can be rushed on. I mean, if we give them a heavy dose of Aaron Jones, bust them up.
I agree. I can't wait to play the Vikings. Like, we feast on blitzing teams. They just blitz a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, Hubert. Hey, this motherfucker. Yeah, he's blitzing double. He's blitzing twice the average rate in the NFL right now.
I know. I mean, you don't even need to know the stats. You just watch the game. It's incessant. Almost every time, man.
And here, the thing about it, this is why I'm worried about it. Even though I like it, I like a coach that goes for it because it's way better watching the shit we had last year. It can put you in trouble if that.
All you got to do is bust that blitz a couple times, and that shit'll stop.
Oh, for sure.
Somebody got to beat that blitz a couple times. That's it, bro. And it's over. They'll stop that shit real quick.
It's very aggressive. I mean, it's still pretty good so far.
But compared to a year ago, we were 31st. And
I know.
Just like, you guys are going to be in the same place next year. And it's just like, well, we're not. And we have less talent compared to a year ago.
But I don't feel like he's blitzing because the talent's not there. Like, if he was like, listen, I don't want to do this. I'm only blitzing because we're not talented enough to not blitz. We'll just get killed, so I'm going to blitz. If that was the thing, I'd say okay. But you get the feeling he's going to blitz no matter what. It's greatly improved. It's greatly improved. And Danielle Hunter, don't forget about that. Whether you're blitzing or not blitzing, he's playing like an all-pro right now.
Right, and can you imagine if Brian Flores had the defense that they had last year? Can you imagine how he would have ran that defense? Probably would have been much better. But
if Danielle Hunter if you had 2023 Danielle Hunter in 2022, your defense wouldn't have been 31st.
Well, the problem is we ran a 3-4.
He might be the most underrated player in the. He might be the most underrated player in the league right now.
One thing that's going to get the Vikings. One thing that could get the Vikings in trouble this week, this is just how I see it, with the way that the Vikings blitz, with how much that they blitz. Green Bay is not like the Niners. They're not like the Chiefs. They're not throwing the ball down the field profusely at the beginning of the game. They're doing a lot of screens. They're doing a lot of dump-offs. They're trying to establish the run. If you blitz too often, you're going to give up some huge chunks of yards.
Burnt. I'm telling you. Burnt toast. Burnt toast.
That's how Justin Herbert did us all day. He was picking, throwing that motherfucker, getting that motherfucker.
Yeah. I'd be getting Aaron Jones and say stretch up that hamstring, get ready for at least seven screens to Aaron Jones.
I think you do rollouts and stuff like that. Get Love on the move and stuff too. You're not gonna have him sit in the pocket.
Hey,
our first 3 losses.
I'm hoping I get to Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, bro. I was gonna say I'm hoping I get the Matt LaFleur that tries to fucking force AJ Dillon down my throat. I'm hoping he doesn't cut Love loose like he did in the second half of that Atlanta game. I want him to try to force Dillon down my throat and then go for it and then have a nice third and 7 or better. That's what I'm hoping for.
I think Dillon could go. Dillon's a good back against the blitz. Dillon could have a good game.
So, hey,
I know you guys are down on him, but
did anybody notice that Jamila popped?
Oh, Jamila down there. What's up? What up, brother?
Hey, Jamila.
What up? I would just let y'all talk. You know what I mean? That's all.
But I'll say this: our first 3 losses, our defense didn't lose the game. Our offense and the turnovers—that's what killed us.
Kirk lost the games. I mean, Kirk lost you that charge. That you should have won that Chargers game. You should have won that.
We should have won the Chargers game. We should have won the Bucks game, and we should have won the Eagles game. To be honest with you.
You know what?
Yeah.
Turnovers.
All right, John. Since you brought it up, John. Last year, you guys led the league in the most won. Those. How many did you win by less than? And now you've lost it. You're on the other side of those losing. How's it feel?
Yeah, I think it was 10 one-score games that we won.
He just asked how it feels to be a loser. How does it feel?
Hey, but we're 3-4. We have a chance to be 4-4. So
I got you. No, I'm just saying. Last year, you guys won. You won a lot of those coin toss games, man. You guys really did.
You got to remember the defenses were.
We won 11 of them.
We weren't getting the turnovers.
We won 11 of them last year, and this year it's just like
Yeah,
San Fran, we got the turnovers. Last year, we were getting the turnovers. The first 3 weeks, we
were. The NFL guys is making us pay.
The thing is, if the Vikings can control on offense, if they can control the ball, not losing the ball, I think we will be good. We just got to control the ball on offense.
The football gods game when they take that motherfucker.
I like O'Neal and I like Darisaw. They protected Kirk. You get what I'm saying? They let Kirk get the ball off and get time in and all that. If we keep that same momentum, it's hell to pay. It's going to be a problem.
No, but I mean, Kirk looks so good. I was watching that game and I thought, wow. I honestly thought, I was like, Kirk has been studying Jared Goff tape because he almost replaced Jared Goff. He looked really good. He was standing in the pocket. I was like, wow, he has been studying Goff.
He was dicing that.
Good.
Real quick, while we have QB on the show, I want to ask QB. I'll let you talk real quick, A-Dub, but I want to ask
the Ravens. I'm dipping.
After A-Dub talks, I want to talk about how
if you bring up the Ravens, I'm dipping.
We're seeing these outlets say how the Lions are pretenders and not contenders. I want to know what you think about that, Hubie. Go ahead, A-Dub, and then Hubie, you're next.
I think it's fair. We got absolutely waxed.
I said go ahead, A-Dub, and then Hubie, you're next.
Oh, sorry, buddy. I'm a little slow.
I miss you, Nick.
Well, Yeah, I was having this question to ask for Viking fans. Like, after your win against San Fran, do you think it's enough to say that you want to keep Kirk Cousins a while longer? Like, are you still want to trade him, or do you want to still keep him a
Good
while
question,
longer?
AJ.
Well, there's a no trade clause, and the problem is that we have a choice: either we sign Kirk Cousins or we sign Justin Jefferson.
Why do you
There's
think
not
we
going
can
to be we
Kirk
can
Cousins on
sign
a big
both.
contract?
That ain't gonna happen.
I know. The challenge is.
So that's where you guys are at, really?
Oh well, Jamed's got this giant Kirk Cousins tattoo on his butt, and he wants to go at least another 3 years before that's dated. So they got to give him at least another 3 years.
Yeah.
But they don't want to
So do you
extend
guys
him, bro.
think
They
even-
don't want Kirk.
Wait,
Make him the highest paid quarterback.
He's too expensive.
Hey, no, the fan base
His money
is
is
split
too
on it, and
expensive. He already gave him
drawing
too
my
much
line.
money.
I'm drawing my line in the sand. I've drawn my
Who's
line
the
in the
best
sand about
quarterback
this
you
Kirk
got?
Cousins
Hey,
shit.
for your
Can I
franchise,
say
who's the best
something?
quarterback you had in the last 25 years?
Can I say something?
Honda.
I just think that the Vikings. I think the Vikings fucked up by paying that tight end all that money. We should have paid JJ first before we paid
Why?
that tight end.
You're going to need that tight end
that's where my
with
thoughts is
JJ
at.
being down. You're going to need that tight end now.
Well, we got that. Me personally, I'm glad JJ is hurt because.
So Sullivan and Jamila and Jamal.
You're allowed to speak. Let Jamila speak. Go,
Do you
Jamila. I back you.
Do you think by signing the J. Hawkinson deal screwed you over to either sign Jefferson or Cousins now? You can answer that, Jamila.
I think so. I think so.
I think so too.
They could have.
Johnson was going to get hurt, but I mean, Hawk's going to bail you guys out, man. Hawk's going to bail you out.
I kind of agree with that, but Bill, I got them. I think the GM might have already had his fucking mindset on this shit anyway, because the roster, to fill the roster out, it doesn't equate when you add a quarterback that's not on a rookie contract. That's the only way this money is going to be able to flow, and we can fill the roster out.
You're right.
That's a great point, Jim. That's a great point.
You're right.
After the Packers whoop their ass, he's gonna be back in a trading market by fucking 31st. So.
Wow, John.
Wow. Hey, John, how many turnovers are you going to give us?
Oh, they're going to turn the ball over at least 3 times.
I mean, Kurt's going to
you
least
think-
fumble
you
one,
think my
sack fumble. We're going to get a
you
sack
think my
fumble out of his
secondary
ass.
looking
At least 2
right
picks.
now, John Dorn?
Let me ask you a question. How do you guys deal with all the injuries
Love
you got
fucking
going on?
Jordan Love's got 7 picks in the last 6 games. My
Your
secondary's
team is
looking they top
decimated
too.
with injuries. So.
Look, man, every time I turn
ain't-
around, someone hurt their vagina or twisted their toe or some shit that's got them out for a week or 2 or 3. It's ridiculous how many injuries there are in the NFL this year. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
How y'all feel about Jordan Love? Is he going to be y'all quarterback next year, or y'all going to draft a quarterback?
Who? Us?
You got to give
Yeah,
Jordan.
Packers fans.
Yeah, we got a whole season to go before we make that decision. 6 games don't pay nothing.
I see some Packer fans, they ready to bench Jordan Love.
Yeah, so
How y'all
what?
feel
Some
about
Packer
that?
fans suck dick too. I don't care.
I mean, I hope the Packers stick by Jordan Love for another 5 years.
Okay.
I think Green Bay. I hope you guys have Jordan Love for another 5 years. I really do.
I think he's good. I like him.
Hey,
oh yeah, me too.
I'm gonna tell you
You
what.
gotta
In the
get
second
time,
half
man.
of that Atlanta game,
Look, man, I guarantee you,
hoping that
going into this season, they thought Bach was going to be there. Bach has been solid for us for years, man. And when he's healthy, I don't understand how no one knew that he wasn't ready to go. I mean, I think that's part of the problem. Now Love doesn't have that protection on that side. That's a big thing. Guys are rushing at us on that side. It's affecting some of the plays.
You're starting to sound like a Bear fan making excuses for Justin
No,
Fields.
bro.
Careful.
I'm not saying
That's
that.
a fine
The offense,
line.
there's a lot of reasons, bro. It's coaching. It's Jordan Love's decision. He's being rushed into making decisions. It's like a rookie making this. He's going to have these problems, but there's no way you need to panic and give up after 6 games and start talking. Let's put Clifford there and let's. You fucking idiot! Wait, let it play out.
I agree.
I agree with that.
Up on him.
I mean, we got to go a season, bro. Give the man a chance. Give him a legit shot, and let's go.
How many
years did Christian Ponder get? How many years did you give Ponder?
What was that?
How many years did Ponder get? 2?
I don't remember. I know. I don't think we extended Ponder after his rookie contract, bro.
Well, how many years Ponder got? You got to give love at least that.
Hey, Bill, I got a question.
But yeah, he was on the roster for a couple years at least, though. Yeah.
Yeah, but how many years of stuff?
What's up? Hey, I'm gonna tell you, in the second half of that Atlanta game, Jordan Love impressed me, bro. He was banging with Atlanta. With Jordan, that's why I'm saying I'm worried about Matt LaFleur. I want the Matt LaFleur that's gonna try to. I'd rather him try to pound me with the run, because if he lets Jordan Love do his thing and tries to let him toss that motherfucker, it might be a bad day for us. I want Matt LaFleur to not trust him this weekend.
I want a solid, steady. I mean, you got to have a run game to have a pass game too, man. And Jordan Love could be more effective if we got a good, decent run. So we got to pound the rock, and then let's go. That play action opens up. These rookies maybe can run a few good routes, and look out.
I got a question for you guys, especially you, Bill. Hey, should the Packers trade Jari Alexander?
We were talking about that, bro. Man.
Oh.
Yeah, because we had that talk earlier in the back of the house.
Well, it depends on the price.
Rick Mott
depends on what the price.
Rick Mott, that's why it's a question.
It depends on the price.
No.
I mean, honestly, bro, he's our best player that you could unload. I mean, honestly, we talked about it.
If someone offered you 2 first, why would you say no? Someone gave you 2 first.
2 first, he's out of here. Adios, I'll pack his bags for him. Bye.
That's what I'm saying.
2 first, I'd even sign up for that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I'm out. Jair is a great player. He's got his, but he hasn't unimpressed me this year, man. He's missed sacks. He's missed interceptions. He's looked like he's been clueless out there. He's on roller skates. He
hasn't been on his game.
He hasn't. Honestly, he hasn't.
Been dealing with the injury before he sat out.
But he's still a good player. I mean, if it was 2 first,
he's injured, then set him down until he's ready, man. He's out there making mistakes and getting us burned. We lost to the fucking Broncos. Fuck.
But Robert, I mean, you guys are having a down year. Even he's going to have a down year.
I understand that, bro.
Good, though, right?
I understand that. But down years. Did you not see all the hype at the beginning of the season? Look, man, I'm a big hype guy, and that dude was the biggest trash talking Packer fucking player out there. Strap City. I fucking love that. Where the fuck is Strap City?
Right.
It's been non-existent, bro. We've been getting forced.
The 2 biggest trash talking Packers are Bill the Packer fan and Nick Green. You won't find 2 big of trash talkers than those 2.
He said somebody said they heard that Preston Smith. They said Preston Smith is on the trading block for Green Bay. That's what the comment just said.
Hey, where's Nick Green at? Where'd he go? Did he leave already?
No, he's
You won't get much of Preston Smith.
Hey, Preston Smith, he's trying to cover wide receivers, bro. He's trying to stop and build his resume.
That wasn't.
Great. You look like a refreshed person. It's great seeing you. You look like you're more energetic. Looks like Bill got done sucking your dick, and either you came in his mouth.
Jesus.
And then you're just like, wow, I just feel just like I got loaded right off, man. But you look refreshed and you look great, man.
Yeah, great. It's Nick. Nick, it's great to have you back, buddy. We missed you.
Sullivan, too bad we couldn't say the same for you, Bunchin.
It's great to have you back, Nick. To be honest, the show was kind of boring, and everyone there was no Homer talk, so we were like, "Where's Nick? We need the Homers back."
Yeah, exactly.
That's why we got Jamez on tonight, buddy.
Jamez's been pretty keeping it real. Jamez's been keeping it real.
I don't know why. Can I ask you? I don't know why. I really don't understand why it's public opinion that I'm a homer, man. I really don't get it.
I like it. I can bring Homer Jamez back.
So look, guys. Look,
I might pick the Vikings. I might pick the Vikings to win most weeks, but I have my reasons.
About something real quick though that everyone's gonna want to talk about. I know that everyone wants to talk about this. Have the Bears already given up on Justin Fields? Because do you see all the backup quarterback banners and shit like that? I'm pretty sure they gave up on dude.
That team is a mess, but their fan base is a bigger mess. They don't know
let Nick Bass beat these goddamn Chargers.
Let
Wait
Bajan
till
beat
he
these
gets,
Chargers.
wait till he gets injured. They got to go back to field.
They're like the Democrats and Republicans all in the one fan base right now. That fan base is
Man,
a
if the
mess.
Bears keep winning games with Badger, he's out of there.
I'm not joking. Badger wins one game, and all of a sudden, Justin Fields is in the trash can for them. It's like, what?
Be honest. Do you really think they'll beat the Chargers?
No.
Not really, but that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying if they for somehow pull that out, that would be bad for Justin Fields because that'll be the second straight win without his ass.
For sure, but then when they lose, it'll give all the pro Justin Field people a chance to try and attack the pro.
Maybe they'll just wake up Bear fans and know that Justin Fields was shit.
game. We'd have won that game if Fields wasn't hurt.
What are you supposed to be on?
Kirk couldn't beat the Chargers.
Read one for you. Read this one.
Oh, man, what the hell?
Kirk couldn't beat the Chargers,
Oh, you're a damn lie. See, you better bring some more context with that. It wasn't Kirk that couldn't beat the Chargers. His goddamn pass catchers couldn't hold on to the guy, and his running backs couldn't hold on to the goddamn ball. He threw 2 touchdown passes that got dropped that game, asshole.
Maybe he threw it too hard.
Wasn't that the game that he was bitching that his own crowd was too loud?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is that the game?
Bro, that's not
the game. The crowd was too loud. Is that what that was?
That's not bitching, bro. We're on offense. We're trying to score. That's not bitching. If we're on defense, I get it. Hey, Ken, we're on the goal line trying to win the game. You need to shut the fuck up at those times.
Pulled out Jamez.
We're not on defense right now. Now, if we're on defense, I can see if we're on defense and we're trying to stop the other team, bro. But when it's offense, trying to score, shut the fuck up.
Who cries about the crowd, man?
Was to ramp you up.
Fucking crybaby. That's a true fucking crybaby.
The game, he literally said
that was a legit call out, Bertano.
We nailed that on the BWO because they're the ones being loud.
He was
never, bro.
Kirk was driving the field.
Dude, the whole fucking stadium was drunk. Everybody's doing
it. Better than Joe Montana, and it threw Kirk off his game. It threw him off.
Hey, you know what I came up with? I'm so tired of. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm so tired of fucking losing. I've come up with a plan. I've come up with a plan that if we hold about 68,000. Every fan that comes to a home game should have to put up $20 towards the refs. And all I'm asking for is 3 free roughing the passers and 3 free pass interferences on when Kirk can't get it done on 3rd down. That's all I want. We got to do what we got to do to win a fucking ring around here. I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah. If you gave us one free rushing
for every person, you know you don't want one like that. Come on, man.
Man, the fucking game is going to win a ring.
Whoa, all right. Let A-Dub go. He's got something to do. Go, A-Dub.
Yeah,
A-Dub looks like he's stealing, bro.
Ring.
Yeah, I was gonna go back on that subject you brought up about Justin Fields. Like, if the Bears are really done with him, who would you expect to want to put up something as far as a trade for Fields?
That's a good question.
Not many.
That's a legit question. He was the number 1, right? So
he was 2 number 1s and a 5th and a 4th.
Wow.
I reckon they get a second for him.
The Jets might take him.
I think that's
a lot of people. The Falcons or the Titans. The Falcons and the Titans have been attacked.
I can see the Titans doing.
Who's looking for a second-rate running back for a quarterback?
Why not?
Did you say who's a second-rate running back? Oh, Alexander Madison.
No, who's looking for a second-rate running back who plays quarterback?
You with the gadget players.
Don't you disrespect Madison like that.
When's Akers taking the starting job? When they gonna be real and give it to Akers? Akers has been crushing it.
They're not gonna do that, man. We have faith in him. We just need to use him as a. See, it's starting to look like to me, man. He's not really a number 1 like that. He's more of a complimentary bruiser. Bring him in on the short yard situations after you wear those defenses down. He's the guy you wear the defense down with. But Akers, yeah, that motherfucker, boy, he got. Akers, nice.
But if you keep Akers at number 2, that's not good for me with our bet. So I need Akers to get that number 1 spot.
No, that's right. That's right. And I need Montgomery to slow his ass down a little bit.
Oh, he's out. He's out. Me and Jamez have got a Madison v. Montgomery bet.
Good. If you know how we roll. You know we don't do that injury game shit. I hope his ass out a few more games. Let him be right. Make sure he's 100% before he comes back.
No injury proviso. There's no injury proviso. Absolutely. If he doesn't play another game.
Hey, Madison's due for a 100-yard, 2-touchdown game, bro. The Packers better hope they ain't the ones.
Is Montgomery back this week? Is Montgomery back this week?
No, he ain't. He's not back this week.
They were. I like how they leave it on the. Just felt like it.
He's been crushing it. He's been like an old school workhorse when he's healthy.
Hubert, did you touch on like if they're pretenders or contenders at this point?
Yeah, I tried, but then you gave it to A-Dub, and then A-Dub like took it in a different direction.
You wanted to talk about the Lions for real, or are they pretenders like I've been seeing all over?
You wanted to talk about the Ravens game.
I'll leave. I don't know. Here's the thing. It's all about in the NFL. Unless you're. I said this from the start. We are not elite. Like even before the Ravens game, I said we are not at the level of San Francisco. We are not at the level of Philadelphia. And in my opinion, we're not at the level of Seattle. Don't forget, Seattle came into us and beat us. They don't get the props because they're in the same division as the 49ers. But if Seattle was in the South, say the NFC South, and they were the lead, people would be talking about them quite highly too. So I don't see us in that league. We aren't that bad that we can lose to anyone. Like I don't think we'll sweep the division. I expect us to drop a game or two. So I'm not surprised we got our teeth kicked in. It's all about how you bounce back. So let me tell you, if we lose to the Raiders this week, yes, sir, we are pretenders. We need to bounce back. So my answer to that question is, let's check in after Monday night. We have to win that game.
You know the porn star.
A couple years ago, right? Remember
the porn star? The porn star is expected to play, man. The porn star Jimmy G's expected to start that game, buddy.
But Nick, I will point out, Nick, remember week 1 a few years ago, New Orleans, Green Bay. New Orleans smoked you, and everyone said, Green Bay, it's the end of Green Bay, the end of Aaron Rodgers, and then you guys just turned around and just went on a tear. You're allowed one.
Well,
You're allowed one.
That's true. That's true, man. I think the Packers won like 4 or 5 straight after that.
Yeah. Everyone was like, it is over.
Hey, Rick, we've been waiting for you to explain. Hey, we need you to catch on one thing. Jair Alexander, Rick. Rick, give me your spiel. Why Jair Alexander is the person to trade and why he's the person to trade right now.
That's the only good player we got right now.
He's got the highest trade value.
He got work.
Hold on, John.
But I was wrong. We got Rashawn Gary. He'd be worth something too.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but you want to keep Gary.
Yeah,
like, Gary's
Gary's
younger.
Somebody I'd want to keep, but Jair, he's in the second. He's getting up there. He could just easily a first round pick. Good.
Easy. I think the Lions would give you a first round pick tomorrow if that's what it would take.
So I think the Packers are in that spot where they got to start.
Yeah.
Not to pick everybody.
But no, Rick, I don't think people understood.
Huh? What was that?
So Nick, let me ask real quick, Nick. What did you?
No, because you were speaking more like big.
Yes. Let me ask Nick a question. Just finishing up. So, what did you think of my take on the Lions being pretenders or legitimate? What's your take on what I said, and what do you think?
I think you're in the same boat as us. Like, yeah, we've been playing terrible lately, but let's see how we play against the Vikings. I believe we should be able to beat, but if we don't, then maybe it really is time for the ship to just.
Bro, if we don't play like it's a damn division game, I'm going to be very disappointed. Very disappointed.
Green Bay fans
on here right now. What makes you think?
Me too.
The way Matt LaFleur has been calling games, and the defense the defense last few games have been playing pretty well. I hate Joe Barry, but they've been playing pretty good, right? The defense they've been playing okay. Yep. But at the end of the day, the whole scheme of things, does it really fucking matter if we win? Like, it doesn't matter, right? Because we're not going to win the Super Bowl. We're not that good. We're not there. So actually, us winning hurts us. It drops us further in the draft. I'd rather have a high draft pick. We can draft the best. So
I'm not about tanking. I want to see our guys perform. I want to see them do something.
It's not tanking. Tanking's different. Tanking's losing on purpose. Rick's
Well,
saying,
but I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. I want to see my guys play hard. I want to see them fucking win something. I want to see progress. Even if we lose, even if we get beat because we're the more inferior team, I want to see my guys play better, man. That's it, period.
I'm not saying that I want us to fucking lose. I'm not saying that at all. But there comes a time where Packer fans, you know, the moron Packer fans got to just take a step back and just fucking think about it for a second, okay? We're not winning the Super Bowl. We're not going to win the division. We're not, even if we make the fucking playoffs, there's even a fucking remote chance that happens. We're not going to win the first round playoff game. There's not a fucking team out there that we can play beat the playoffs. Jordan Love is playing just fine, and this is all I wanted to have happen this year. I wanted Jordan Love to play fine. We get some assets, and we can build around Jordan Love and get a better offensive line.
Yeah, this is a gauging thing to see where everybody's at and see what we need and see where everybody's at. This is kind of a gauging thing. Where are we?
I think Rick's got a good point.
Is that the only team that we have to fight to get better is the fucking Lions? They're the only team that we got to fight for, right? Because the Bears don't really have much. The Vikings are on their way down, and you know, I mean, I'm not saying you're cocking off about the Vikings. I'm just fucking speaking the truth. The Vikings are in the same situation as the Packers, but they ain't winning the fucking Super Bowl. They ain't winning the fucking division. They ain't gonna win their first round playoff game. I mean, you know, even if the Vikings go on a run here with the teams that they're going up against, which is that could happen. Do Viking fans really want that to happen? Because that just drops them in the fucking draft too. I mean, it's a fucking double-edged sword.
I mean, to Rick's point, I'll point out, I think of a team like the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons never lose that much that they're like picking 1, 2, or 3. They're always treading water around 6 or 7. And look at them now. They're still treading water. Then you compare that to a team like the Houston Texans that had a terrible, terrible year. They made a big trade. They got C.J. Stroud. They hit on Will Anderson. Would you rather be the Texans or the Atlanta Falcons right now? The Texans are set up for the future.
Yeah.
And that's where I get
the Atlanta Falcons are never terrible.
And I get as a fan, it's hard to sit and watch to watch the team lose, but at the same time, you got to think big picture. If the ultimate goal is the Super Bowl, bro, we got to think of what's the better of the team. We can't be think of it as fans, like you said earlier, man. We got to think what the GM would think, and shit. How can we get this team better to the point where we really contended for real?
Exactly.
Atlanta won what? How many games did Atlanta win last year? Like, would Atlanta be better off if they got C.J. Stroud and really bottomed out?
I think they were like
better off
7-10.
Yeah, are they
like
better off with
7-10 or something?
Right, well, they better off with Desmond Ridder and Bijan Robinson.
Take a step back this year. I want to sacrifice this year. We're the youngest team in the NFL. Get the young guys as much playing time as possible, right? The young guys get them as much experience. And have a good draft this year. Maybe trade a couple guys, get a couple more assets for the draft, and then fill in spots. The Packers. This is not a 1-year fix for the Packers. I'm not saying we lose Rodgers, dude. It was starting to go downhill because Adams was gone. It started when we traded Adams. The rebuild started now.
So, Rick, you think Aaron Rodgers just went out there and played last year? He didn't try.
I 100%. I fucking 100% believe that.
All right. So
really?
I agree with you on that.
Because think about it.
Do you agree with that, Bill? Do you think Aaron Rodgers was mailing it in
last season?
He was pissing and moaning about the fucking receivers that he had and the weapons that he didn't have, right? But he wants the same fucking weapons in the Jets. Cobb, Lazard. But yet he couldn't play with them in Green Bay, right?
Right.
And he didn't have fucking the practice that he goes on the Jets and has those fucking, summer fucking workouts with those receivers. But did he do that with the fucking young cats in Chicago or you know what I'm saying? Fucking Green Bay? No.
Green Bay, yeah.
That's a good point.
Right.
He went out there just to play hard enough to fucking look good and not get hurt. That's
It clearly looks like Rodgers was the guy running our offense for all those years, man. I mean, it don't even look like the same offense at all.
Do you think Robert, John, and Nick?
He was
Aaron Rodgers
didn't play up. That's why.
Robert, that's the fucking problem, right?
Do you think Rodgers mailed it in last year?
Like
it's coaching. It's totally
it's running the team. And Love isn't no punk. He needs to open up the playbook and start fucking calling plays like a coach does, like Rodgers was playing. Like he needs to call plays like Rodgers is the quarterback right now. Is what he needs to do, and he's not doing that right now.
Right.
Do I think
I want to hear from Nick? Mailed it in last year. Do you think he kind of mailed it in?
LaFleur?
Rodgers.
No, I don't see why Rodgers would go out there and get hurt even worse than he already was just to tank or just to fuck around. I mean, he was getting beat up pretty bad. I don't see why he would put himself through that if he was just going to just not give a shit.
John, do you think he mailed it in?
You said, oh, okay.
Looked the part.
I don't think he played to his potential. I think he just kind of just was there just to be there.
That's what I mean, Melian. Like, he didn't play 100%. He didn't go all out.
I think he did. I just think that he was frustrated, and I think he didn't think anybody else's opinion mattered but his own. That's why he changed plays and routes and et cetera, et cetera. And I think he had a resentment for so many. It's not the rookies' fault that they're rookies, but I think he had resentment towards the rookies because that's the way that the management led him. You know what I mean?
You throw 3 interceptions in one game against the fucking Lions. There's something going on here.
Yeah, How many first rounds though? He had a point though with Rodgers, man. How many first rounds passed over the years where they didn't give him a goddamn skill position person?
Exactly. I was just saying, man.
Yamas,
how do you have the best
a wide receiver in the first round doesn't mean that he's going to be a good player. Look at Detroit, Charles Rodgers.
True.
How many first round wide receivers fucking Detroit
coming at me? Why are you coming at me over this?
Hey,
I'm just trying to make a point here. The Lions have drafted a lot of first round wide receivers.
Already.
I mean, there's a lot of wide
I can name some Vikings receivers we whiffed on too. We whiffed on a few ourselves.
You can't sit here and say the Packers didn't draft him a wide receiver. Well, that doesn't mean shit.
Oh no, they drafted plenty. They drafted plenty of wide receivers. I'm not going to say that. I can name. There's a lot of Packer wide receivers I really like. So I'm not going to say that at all because there's been some great Packer wide receivers.
Anybody? Let me ask the Packer fans on here. What do you guys think of Jordan Love?
What do I think of him? I think he just needs more time. I think I've seen enough to where I think he's got what he needs.
All right, Nick, what do you think?
I think Jordan Love can definitely be good. I think he's got the talent to pass the ball very well. He's got too much inexperience around him. He's got a coach that it seems like he doesn't know what he's doing until the second half with the play calling. He's got a defense that gives up. And again, I emphasize the running defense because it doesn't matter if you have a good pass defense when you're giving the other team, you're letting the other team run the ball all game, kill the clock, and destroy the end of our chances. Any chance we have at the end of the game is now destroyed because they can run it down our throats, get first downs, and kill the clock. So I don't think it's Jordan Love's fault. I think we need to see how he develops next year.
Okay, so this is where I protect Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love can fucking play the game. I think he is fucking really, really, really good.
Right.
People fail to talk about this earlier on a private phone call, not here, but when Favre came to Green Bay, he had Sterling Sharp, Mark Chmura, he had fucking Ahman Green, he had freaking offensive line, he had a press, Robert Brooks. He was set up, right? He had fucking weapons. He had fucking shit. Ryan comes. He's got Greg Jennings. He's got Jordan Nelson. He's got fucking Doc Driver. He's got freaking Aaron Jones and freaking Michael Finley. A fucking awesome offensive line. Jordan Love doesn't have any of that. Like fucking none of
Nothing, right.
So this team this year is a learning for everybody. LaFleur is learning to be a head coach without a fucking Hall of Fame quarterback. And then,
take this comment, Rick. Rick, take this comment from a fellow Green Bay Packer fan. Take this comment. Love doesn't have a style that ensures accuracy. He has a lazy arm.
I don't want to answer stupidity. That's just not how I'm not going to fucking.
What the fuck is the definition of a lazy arm? Tell me that. What the fuck is that?
Oh, I can answer that. Jordan,
I don't get that.
Yamas' woman says he's got a lazy arm too.
I don't understand that either.
But I know. See, I want him to explain that a little bit more too. He said he doesn't have a style that ensures accuracy. I don't know what he means by that either, though. I want to see now. Jordan Love in these past 2 weeks, he hasn't made the best decisions. We all can admit that.
It's hard for Jordan Love to fucking make it the right decision when he's under duress.
Under duress, he's running for his life.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
This comment is.
And this comes down to coaching. Man, help your fucking quarterback out. I have not seen a shotgun yet. Get to give him fucking 5 yards at least so he can look, see where he's going to throw the ball, fucking give him 5 minutes to breathe so he can make a good decision.
This comment, do you guys know that? Do you guys know that Packer fan called? There's a Packer fan out there, complete homer, doesn't know football. His name's Isaac.
He has a lazy
that sounds like something Isaac would say.
Hey, Jamez
all
knows.
these part-time Packer fans come out here and say, and they come out and say, "Oh, well, he's not actually underthrows, overthrows." I'm like, if you look at him playing, the way to play, it's fucking apple stick that you're supposed to come to the fourth quarter behind by fucking 20 points or 17 plus points or 15 plus points, right? And then expect him under duress to make every single fucking read, to make every single fucking throw, and be fucking absolutely perfect. That's the coach putting him in that fucking situation, and that's why I'm fucking hard up on the floors, because he's putting his fucking quarterback in a position to fail, not fucking succeed.
Damn,
Rick's dropping some lessons.
It's true, bro. It's fucking true. They don't come prepared. They're unprepared because the coach is unprepared.
He thinks his arm can do what it's not capable of.
I'm about to log off and buy myself a Jordan Love jersey after listening to Rick.
What's up, Isaac? Hey, Isaac, chime in on this.
He's a. Oh, hey buddy.
Jamez knows what's about to happen to his Vikings.
Oh yeah.
What up, Isaac?
Isaac, what do you think of Jordan Love? We're talking about Jordan Love. What do you think of him? You think he's a bum, or you think he's put in a bad position, or both?
No, hold on. Huey likes me when I talk about Jordan Love. You know, he likes to ask Packer fans, "Is he a fucking stud?" He is not going to be the next 5. A lot of part-time Packer fans are expecting that. They've been fucking spoiled for so fucking long that they want to fucking give up on a cat after 7 fucking games.
That's not a Packer fan, bro.
I think he's Nick's neighbor. That's all I gotta say. Hey, you know what? It's Jordan Love has the pieces. Look, it's LaFleur, his scheme. He's got the youngest team. Dude, he doesn't know how to scheme these fast wide receivers open. That's the thing. Jordan Love, in order for Jordan Love to be successful, this O-line needs to help him out. You know what I mean? Like, look at the Raiders game. Max Crosby was in the backfield more than A.J. Dillon.
Holy shit. It's like he knew the playbook.
Jordan Love to make
he knew the playbook, man. I swear.
Like, Max Crosby was literally in our backfield.
He had a copy.
More than A.J. Dillon. You know what I mean? Like, and then you got the fastest – hold on. You got the fastest team in the league. I mean, like, with these young wide receivers. LaFleur, help the guy out. You know what I mean? Like, just have Jordan Love try to launch these balls out real quick instead of drawing up these RB screens every other play. You know, these things that can easily get blown up from a defense. I mean, LaFleur needs to start mixing up some plays, utilize the speed on this team, and stop doing these basic, you know what I mean? It reminds me of Lane Kiffin with the bubble screen that he used to keep throwing in college, and defenses were just figuring that out very easily. That's what LaFleur is at right now. So it needs to open it up a little bit.
How come Jason Reed is our best fucking weapon, refuses to fucking run the jet sweeps? Look at Debo Samuel running the jet sweep and shit like that. Why can't he do that? He doesn't all. I mean, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's learning to be a coach without a Hall of Famer at the fucking quarterback position, right? And
true. That is true. That's true. That's true.
I mean, I get it. This is a learning year for everybody in this fucking franchise. Except the only person I really want to see gone is Joe Barry because he's not helping us at all. Like, not even a little bit.
Bro, he's got 8 first-round picks, and he's fucking it up.
Yeah,
somebody tell me.
Joe Barry's great. You guys need to hold on to him.
What happened to me?
Shut up, man.
5 years.
You want to trade for TQ?
You guys got to extend Joe Barry. He's great. He's really good.
Hey, I gotta add something. Hubert's mad because Gardner Johnson's calling himself CD Deuce.
Someone hit the alert button.
Hey, hold on. Take this comment in, Rick. They said these are the same. Hey, Adam said these are the same coaches that have been developing him for years, though.
Yeah, I don't believe that either.
People don't just because they're developing during practice. That is totally different than game time speed. Practice and throwing the fucking It's not game time
And plus,
fucking
now
development.
he's got all rookies pretty much around him now.
Hey, but Jamez, here's the one thing that I don't understand. If you could explain it to me. Like, Jordan Love hasn't got the weapons, but all offseason, John Dorn was telling us how Christian Watson is Randy Moss 2.0. How does that make sense?
Well, he
was. But this is my thing. That's a pretty bold claim there, but
no, this is my thing with it.
There, but
well, I don't get it. I thought he had Randy Moss.
Jordan Love has been. Jordan Love should be familiar.
Gibbs done lately. Super weapon.
Well, I think with Adam's point, I think
he had every reason to believe he was going to do that. No one knew he was so soft.
Trying to make is that
he's really fucking soft,
by now.
soft like butter.
I think the point Adam's trying to make is he hates the Packers.
Hey, Jameson Williams is Charles Rogers 2.0.
Yeah,
oh, Jesus. Give me a break.
Let that motherfucker bounce right off his goddamn head.
Yeah.
Give me a break. I'm out. I'm out. If you bring him one more time, I'm out.
That man, what do you guys think about Christian Watson at this point? I loved what he did last year, but then all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck?
They need to get rid of Watson. I was hoping they would have traded him and Dylan when they bring up the Jonathan Taylor ordeal thing. You know, I was praying that they would ditch Watson. Watson's got a ton of talent. Only are available.
I really like what Reed's doing.
Dobson Reed, bro. Dobson Reed are holding it together. Definitely, Reed is definitely a great draft pick.
He's got to go, man.
Hey, Dobson Reed, they're hustlers. They're dogs.
Hey,
Watson's talented, but he's not a dog.
Hey, Wicks catches everything.
Hey, because I can lie, that first year, that rookie year, the first year I was kicking the Vikings in the ass. I'm like, why the fuck would you trade for the Packers so they can get this guy? I didn't want the Packers to get shit. And I was like, damn, we done kicked ourselves in the ass again. But now he just is like, he can't stay healthy, man. He stays banged up.
Well.
Yeah, Christian Watson, if he can't stay healthy, it's time for him to go. And he's already proven that he can't stay healthy, so it's time for him to go.
He's like a poor man's Jonathan.
Me and Rick were talking earlier. I was like, yeah, he's fast as hell. But he said he ain't that fast. When in the Raiders game, he got his ass knocked down.
Yeah, he's that fucking fast. He got fucking pulled down from behind.
I seen Huber had a broken phone because he handed it over to Jameson Williams to see if.
Hey, you guys, we got somebody new on. What's up, Baz?
Who is it?
I'm not sure.
What's up, bro?
Not everybody, Adam Wolf. Not everybody. Just a couple of them. Some of that's actually worth something to get us some habits.
Maybe a Ravens fan.
Get used.
You know who Rick didn't
fell asleep.
Remember Rick wanted to keep Kevin King?
Hang on a second, Barry.
Why you guys gotta fucking bring up that fucking cocksucker's name?
Hey, hang on a second, you guys.
He's out of the league. No,
Barry from Scotland.
Yeah, Barry. He's from Scotland. He's got a bad connection. He lags a little.
Guys, am I recognizing?
Oh, what's going on, man?
Wankster.
He's a Packer fan.
He was just been messaging me how to get on, and I was trying to teach him because he says he could never get on. But he's in Scotland. He probably don't have a very good connection where he's at right now.
Yeah.
It says that you're muted, Barry.
Yeah, you're muted on Barry.
Unmute the mic.
You know,
I heard they don't have internet in Scotland.
Yeah.
Hey, you know who also doesn't have a good connection?
His mic is
Goff
got to connect the audio.
Oh, yeah. Isaac just said, you know who has a worse connection?
All right, there you go. He just had
man.
himself unmuted and he left. Honestly, I thought that was a cracked out version of Richard S. Oliver for a minute. Right? What the fuck?
Hey, I thought he fell asleep.
But I was talking to Thomas and Bill earlier today. What's really funny is that the way the Vikings blitz and the way Matt LaFleur has been calling his games a little dinky, that could actually benefit the Packers on Sunday, is the way he's been calling games.
I agree.
The 5-yard passes, the way the Vikings blitz. We might get fucking lucky. Bust along without it.
I brought that up I brought that up like 45 minutes ago, where it was like they blitz so much, and our offense has been so screen related and dump off related that, dude, we actually might get huge chunks of yards just because they're blitzing so much.
That's what I mean. You got to burn that blitz. And that shit will go away quick.
It can happen.
If Musgrave can fucking play, we can get lucky.
So
Hey, I can't
from what I
lie.
read, Musgrave was a full participation at practice today, so I expect him to be out there.
Yeah,
Hey, I can't lie, Jamez. Your boy.
Hey Barry, what's your thoughts on these Minnesota
he's
Vikings
questionable.
fans, bro? I know you got something to say about that, man.
Barry, talk.
You know what? Fire Barry.
Hey, I think Lockus Monsters took his phone or something.
No, Vikings, they're all right, but I mean,
Oh, I hear it.
I've always hated, and I'm not going to like them.
Shit. He here with us though, still shit. It's all good. Fuck it.
He said
He'll be back.
He's got an Irish accent too, I think.
Dude, you don't want to hear what he has to
Scottish.
say about the Minnesota Vikings. We're gonna have to have
Bro, he's a hardcore Packer fan. He's got, I mean, that dude's hardcore, bro.
Yeah.
If we can hear him, bro, he's got some shit.
Hey, you know what he just told me in my DMs before he came on? He said Minnesota Viking fans have Halloween every day with their dress up. And I'm not going to say what he called them. He's like the fucking cunts.
Hey, I can't lie. We gotta watch out for your boy Jamez Daniil Hunter. Daniil Hunter's having himself a season.
Oh he's coming,
balling
bro.
out over there in Minnesota. You didn't know that?
I don't think he's
Hey,
going to
man,
play
hey,
much on
hey,
Sunday because
hey,
he's gone
hey,
by fucking Wednesday.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out, man.
Dean Lowry had a key fumble recovery. He jumped on a loose ball last weekend.
So, Diaz,
So
when
I'll
you
give
go to
him that.
games, do you wear the horns and the yellow dread tails and all that stuff?
No, I don't, bro. But I don't know why you guys try to. You guys do understand that that's how the real Vikings did it, right?
It all depends
It's
on
not-
how much he
it's not
smokes. What are
gay,
you talking
bro.
about? It all depends on how much he smokes.
Jamez looks like a joint.
Hey, I would appreciate you guys. Hey, hold on. I would appreciate if you guys start making it seem like the Vikings are gay for doing that stuff, bro. That's tradition up here, man. We do that. We're real Vikings. That gives us energy towards the game. We bring that energy into
Just
the
like up
stadium,
like
bro,
the
and it
Wendy's
helps you win
commercial?
games.
Hey,
Bro,
Adam, do you have a
you guys
picture
seen
to
Rob
back
and shit?
this up here, Adam? Do you have a picture to back this up, buddy?
You read that? Rob Hansel started wearing corsets and wigs.
When Vikings fans wear that shit, the type of energy that you bring can be handled by Motrin, all right? Like,
Hey, you guys look like Helga.
Hey, man. We know how to party up here, man.
I would rather wear a piece of
It's
cheese
a-
on my head
it's a
than
great
that
time.
shit any day.
Traditions,
Like,
good,
you
though,
lived in
man.
Minnesota,
You gotta
you-
have
you
your
know,
traditions,
you-
man. That's what
you
makes you
full
fucking.
participation.
That's what makes you love your team, bro. I'm
What
all
do
about
Bears-
it.
Adam,
Knock
what do
yourself
Bears
out.
fans wear
I
to
enjoy
games?
it.
Like, what do they actually wear to games other than thongs and bras? Like, what do you guys
I was
actually
just about
wear?
to say dogs and bras. Sometimes they wear tutus.
Chastity belt.
It's nice out. Adam wears a tutu. He's got an orange and blue one.
Hell no.
No, it's
It
pretty
should be a
funny,
fun
though.
battle, a motherfucking border battle.
Part
Though.
of Bears Mafia and
Oh,
all
we were
these
talking about
games
earlier today.
wild.
I'm
Oh,
hoping.
fuck
Disappeared and they win a game and they're
I'm
all
hoping we.
back.
I hope we paint that fucking stadium. I'm hoping we paint Lambeau purple this fucking weekend.
Hey,
Oh,
what's,
man.
How long has it been? How
Fuck
long has
you.
it been where the Vikings and Packers meet when both of teams fully fucking stuck and it really doesn't matter who fucking wins or loses? Seriously.
hey,
It really
once we
doesn't.
win, Jefferson's gonna
Yeah,
join
it
the
does matter,
Packers.
man. A little bit, it matters. A little
Hey,
bit.
it's the battle.
Some
For us
division
fans, it
pride.
does.
matters.
For those
Little
who are
It
pride.
matters, but
Hey, there's a guy that fucking probably came back from the group. He was fucking gone for a while.
Hey, it's a battle for Justin Jefferson. If we win, Justin Jefferson joining the Packers.
no.
Do we want his broken ass?
This guy's
We trade that. Hey, we definitely. Hey, we get rid of Jefferson. If we get rid of him. Hey, look at Joe Thibault, the dick sucker, who wants to comment. But hey, if we get rid of Jefferson,
You see his profile pictures are nice.
Hey, man, hey, we'll trade you Jefferson for Jair. How about that?
he had a profile picture of Apollo.
One for one.
No, you're gonna have to give me a little bit more than that. But the thing about it is,
What?
bro, if we trade Jefferson, we're trading him to the bottom of the AFC, bro. You can forget about it. We're trading him to the bottom of the AFC.
You don't want to trade him in the division?
Hey, hell no,
Gotta
Jamal
go,
Smalls.
man.
That sounds
Be
a
on
little
the
gay.
Denver
He said, "Hey,
Broncos."
Nick, I miss you." Hey, Nick.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Jamal Smalls. You might want to. That looked a little gay there, buddy.
And Nick got into my ear.
It makes me think. It makes me think. It makes me think you want to hit Nick with the bear down. You want to hit Nick with the bear down?
No.
Hey Nick, he's trying to give you that bear down special.
Hold on. You guys speak of Jamal Smalls. I thought he was a 49ers fan now.
No, after
you were so right. You were so right, man. Hey, Dub, you're so right.
What is it with NFC North fans turning into Niners fans like Greg Rice? You know what I mean?
Patriots last year.
Yeah, Jamez, aren't you a Patriots fan?
I could pull up the receipt. You know what I mean? I won't do it, but I could.
Yeah. Not yet. Not yet, but
I heard about that.
The Vikings got about a 10-year window. The Vikings got. Hey,
later, Isaac.
Hey, take care, yo. Have a good show. Go. Hey, Packers.
Later, Isaac.
The Vikings got a 10-year window before I become a Patriots fan.
What happened?
That's an allegation that he denies, but we need further. He denies the allegation, but someone claims that they saw him in a Chiefs jersey. That's what someone claims. No. Oh, no. My bad. Not that he was in a Chiefs jersey. Not that he was in a Chiefs jersey, but that he was going to Chiefs games.
Yeah. Yeah.
We see Mike the Bear fan at more Packer games than anybody, man. Come on, bro.
Alvin actually asked Chen David, the jersey maker, if he can make a half, Kansas, half Vikings.
Holy shit.
Chen was like, I'm not doing that, dude. That's disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
Hey, that Ken, I knew they was one of them shutting his ass down. That motherfucker was getting off. That motherfucker was trademarking the shit out the NFL. He was trademarking his ass off. I knew he wasn't gonna last long, but he got a nice little run. That motherfucker was letting his jersey.
You should know who Alvin roots for. You're his roommate, aren't you?
They're actually identical twins.
Don't say
it. Stay in Kansas, bro. That's why I said, man, I can smell the energy changing around here. That's why I said, bro, as soon as I get this petition signed and we start charging every Vikings fan $20 to pay the rest for every home game,
bro,
we're gonna be undefeated. We've got what we got. Hey, we're desperate. We're starved for a title around here, man. We got to do what we got to do.
And you think that's going to do it? You think that's going to do it?
You guys don't bash the Saints. You guys never bash the Saints. So how you guys gonna bash us and you don't bash the Saints for what they did to us and Brett Favre in 2009? So I feel like if you guys let them get away with what they did to us, you can let us get away from paying the rest for 1 year.
Nobody, bro. That's some made up bullshit.
I'm telling y'all right now. They say the Baltimore Ravens. They say the Baltimore Ravens are about to land Derrick Henry. They're front runners to land them right now. Well, we need them to knock off the Chiefs. We need them to knock off the Chiefs and the refs right now because the Chiefs, they got the refs in the back pocket, bro. You saw what happened in Minneapolis. You saw it. Robert Channon said you need to let it go. I was talking about that shit for 3 days. I didn't give a damn. When I contend versus contender and my team is in the game and the refs do that, I get the right to talk about it. The refs owe me one, and I hope they pay me back in Lambeau this week.
I don't even want to talk about how many games we could talk about refs making fucking bullshit. The fail Mary. I mean, come on, bro. What the fuck?
I get it, bro.
What about when Clay Matthews tackled Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, sacking him, fucking knocking him out. Bullshit.
That was Aaron Rodgers. That was Aaron Rodgers' fault for getting that rule change.
That was a clean hit. That was a clean hit. Yeah.
That was Aaron Rodgers' fault, man.
John Dorn, you better get back. We're going to do our favorite part of the segment. We're going to give our score for the game, Packers and Vikings. Let's go. I'm going to go with Rob. You go. Or actually, you know what? A-Dub go first because you're the first one next to me.
I say about 24-21 Green Bay.
Woo! All right, Rob, you're up.
I'm going to say 27-24 Green Bay.
All right, Jamez?
I'm going 26-20 Vikings with 2 extra points by Greg Joseph.
All right, and then John Dorn.
You're up. Man, we got a bag bet. You could get in on that if you want to. No confidence in your kicker.
34-17 Packers.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew I could count on John Doerr.
Fucking Ad Wolf, 9-9.
Of course, I'm going 23-17 Green Bay. I think that Green Bay and the Vikings are going to kick a lot of field goals, and so we'll win 23-17. And yeah, that's what we think. Anybody can go ahead and tell us in the comments what you think, other than Adam Wolf. Get the fuck out of here with your 9-9. But
let's go to victory, baby.
We have hit the end of the show. You guys go ahead and give your last part, your last segment, whatever it is that you want to say. I'll start with you, Jamez, since you're the guest. Oh, well, then fine then. Peace out, Jamez. Go ahead, Rob.
Well, man, we need to have a win this week. If we don't win, we better play like we want to win. I'm tired of seeing a clueless team. I'm tired of seeing. I want to see some fire in the first half, in the first quarter. And if the offense can stay out there and sustain a few drives, the defense will not be tired in the second half.
All right. John Dorn, go for it.
Well, I want to see limited penalties.
I like it, Jason.
And I want to see our team play better. I want to see the fucking less mistakes. I want mistakes free and actually go out there and look like a fucking team and win. You know, I don't care if it's by fucking 3 points, but I just want a damn win.
All right.
Let's turn the team around.
A-Dub, you're up.
I say when it comes to this game, if there's a game where we better turn things around and show ourselves to be better than what we are, it's definitely this one.
All right. Well, let's do limited penalties, better run defense. Let's stuff the run. We got a bad running game coming at us, so let's stuff the run. I want to see Rasul Douglas continue what he's been doing with Ford. They've been playing pretty well together. I need to see less drops. Like our receivers are dropping shit. It happened last year too, where they drop shit that's important. It's not like they drop the easy ones; they drop the important ones for some reason.
Drive killers, man. Drive killers.
Yeah, and I need to see Jordan Love get more than 220 yards, passing. I want to see a 300-yard game. I really do.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So let's get some nice little dump offs that go from 2 yards to 12 yards. Let's get some screen passes that open up, and then we get 15 yards. Let's figure out something that gets these yardage. You know what I mean? Gets this yardage up. I want to see a complete game like you guys.
And also get his completion percentage up too.
Yeah.
So the last
that's part of the drops. That's part of what he's saying. A lot of drops too.
Yeah, the last
that helps in that. That helps. AW, right?
He's 63.6% completion percentage the last 3 games combined. So it's actually not nearly as bad as it looks. But most of those completions are near the end of the game when it's like we got to start making drives. I want to see it early. Let's see some good stuff early.
Early. That's what I'm saying. Early. The defense is worn out by the second half. That's the problem. They're out there so much the first half. They're worn out, and but it's too late. Let's go out there and sustain some drives and give it a balance. Fuck, give ourselves a chance.
Yeah. I don't want to see 17 points in the second half. I want to see 17 points in the first half, and I want to see maybe 7 to 10 points in the second half because we're winning and we don't have to have 17 in the second half. That makes sense.
Right.
I agree.
Start strong, finish strong.
And definitely our defense got to get more turnovers out there, especially when we're dead last in that category.
Hell yeah.
Turnover. On his ass. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. Let's get Rashawn Gary in there for
right up the middle.
Our defense needs to establish themselves, man. They need to give themselves an identity. Right now, I don't see it, bro. I just got to step up. Got to make some moves.
So if we give up a bunch of points this week, everybody get your picket signs ready to start getting Barry fired. We will see. It's so good to be back. Frozen Tundra Network, we will be back every week
sir.
now.
Glad you're back, Nick. Glad you're back, Nick.
We will see you guys next week. Thank you for watching. Everybody, thank you for being on. And, go Pack, go, baby.
Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.
Team Old Lion.